Starts first down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. And Tevin Coleman with some running room. Tevin Coleman down the sideline. Coleman, one man to beat. Tevin Coleman's going to go 90 yards, and Indiana takes the lead. Randos scrambles, thought about the pitch, keeps it himself down the sidelines. He could go. Antoine Randall L. touchdown. To the end zone, it's hauled in with one hand by McCulley. Touchdown, Indiana.
Welcome to episode 193 of the Hoosier Happy Hour presented by Big Banter. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Bragley, Braggley. Here, as always, with my co-host, Brandon. You can find him on Twitter at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What's up, Brando?
I made it back from the boys' trip. There will be a question or two in my Brando's Randos about that. Excited. NFL news is kicking up. We're getting closer and closer to March. Vibes are up. Vibes are good.
Awesome. And yeah, somebody who I'd love to see run a 40 is producer Seth. He's here. If you haven't done it already, block him. Now's the time to do that as soon as possible. He's about to become incredibly more unbearable than he already is. It's at Setah5, SETAH5. What's up, Seth?
Caleb Williams, best quarterback in history, brother. He's going to be the star. He's going to be number one all time. Chicago Bears are back.
Is that done? Like, is the Justin Fields trade thing, is that official?
The Bears got fleeced again.
Shocking.
Pretty much Fields for a 43 is what it was.
Yeah. Way to keep your sound on your phone there, bud. All right, cool. Anything else you want to talk about not relevant to IU football?
No. Let's get into it.
All right, cool. Let's hit some news real quick. New little contest we're going to do. If you haven't left a review with us on preferably Apple, but any of the platforms, review it, 5 stars, screenshot it, tweet it to us, or share it on our Instagram, or DM us, or whatever. We'll select 3 of the winners, free LEO t-shirt and sticker shipped to you at no cost. We only have a few left, so make sure you guys act quick. We'll just say by into next week. Let's just call it that. So we'll pick 3 winners. You guys leave a review, 5 stars preferably. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just be like real crappy in the words, but just give us 5 stars and then screenshot it, tweet, share it. We'll get you guys a shirt. Hopefully you guys can win. Some news relevant to the actual football team. Another 5-star coming for a visit. 5-star according to Rivals. Everywhere else has got him as a very, very high 4-star. I think composite 24/7's 4.7 or something like that. Winston Watkins Jr., slot wide receiver out of Florida, 5'10", 172. Brandon played varsity football in 8th grade. I don't know if he started, but he played varsity football 8th grade. I didn't even know that was allowed. Did you know that?
I saw it in other sports. I remember there was, going to play at Louisville, but we had like this stud pitcher, sophomore player in my high school, and she played in 8th grade. But I heard it before in like cross country and swimming, but never heard it in like football, basketball, baseball. That is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. And then he was invited to the freshman All-American Bowl as an 8th grader. Like that's nuts, dude. Nuts. He transferred to IMG and then is now transferred again to a place called First Baptist in Naples, Florida. Seth, as a resident Florida expert, if people don't know where Naples is, that is where?
Gulf Coast, far, mostly south before you get to like swampy Everglades.
Gotcha. Okay. Whenever I hear Naples, I think of Russell Brand saying it and Get Him to the Greek. That's his kid's name, I think, is Naples. I can't do it. I'm not going to do the impression. This guy's name, Watkins, synonymous with an NFL wide receiver. It's his cousin, Sammy Watkins. Also, Austin Watkins. Brandon, did you know that he's still in the league? I'm pretty sure.
Not a clue.
I can't remember where he went to school, but Sammy and Austin Watkins are his cousins. So NFL pedigree in the bloodlines somewhere along the way. So that's all the news I have. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Has Assembly Hall been evacuated again? Has anything on that side you guys want to talk about, or do you want to leave that alone?
Whiny Greg Gard. Pretty funny.
I can't believe he blamed it on that. That's insane. Yeah. Okay, bro, your team's broken. Especially if we beat you. All right, cool. I don't know if Brandon, I wasn't really paying attention to Brandon when he was talking. I was trying to figure out what shirt Seth was wearing. So I don't remember if he was talking about, he's wearing a UW shirt, Washington shirt. I don't know if Brandon told you guys what we're doing, but it's NFL Combine time. Aaron Casey did his stuff today, at least ran the 40, 4.8 if you guys haven't seen it. But we're going to do an all IU Combine team. And so we'll hit a couple quick categories, a couple specific to the quarterback towards the end, a fun one at the end that the guys did not participate in. And then we'll just go through the rest of the rigmarole the rest of the way. So
I had so much fun with this.
I had a lot of fun. I did a ton of research.
I probably have 50 player names. Not gonna lie.
I only picked one in each category except for this first one. And the first one is, we'll hit it right with the big one, the 40-yard dash. Pure speed, Brandon. Who's your choice? All-time Hoosiers.
You have to go first. You have to go first.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay, I can go first. I've got 2, though. Should we let Seth go
I've got
first?
5.
Okay, I'll go first. No way you guys pick this guy. There's an easy choice out there, but I'll let you guys have it, hopefully. I'm going to go with Marcus Thigpen.
Ooh, okay. Not one of my 5.
4.45, 2006 All-American kick returner, NFL vet for multiple teams. Really before Ja'Shawn Harris led IU in every return category you could name. I think he might still be top or close to the top in total yards of all time. He's just a big-time Hoosier and a great player. So I'm going to go with Marcus Thigpen, 40-yard dash.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll take the easy one and go Tevin Coleman, Tico Raw.
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one. I have Ja'Shawn as my runner-up, and then I have a few others that I wanted to give. One that I completely forgot about this guy, but in my research.
Well, let Seth say his before you give away all your 5.
I'm so excited. All right.
The 2 names I came up with, Ja'Shawn, that was my backup. Shane Wynn.
Shane Wynn, okay.
He ran a 4.38 at the Combine and ran a 4.29 at the Jaguars Pro Day. So Shane Wynn.
That's nice. That's a good pick.
I have Shane Wynn on mine. Also have Nick Stoner. Track guy. He was on the track team.
He was a track guy. Yeah.
Right. So I couldn't find any official times on him. But again, I remember him. He was a Big Ten track star. I don't know about star.
Running a pro day. Nick Stoner, 40 years.
And then here's the other guy that was sneaky fast. Wasn't a returner. Remember Mike Majette?
Yeah, I do remember Mike Majette. It was a Maryland transfer, I think. Yeah.
So I remember him being a speed guy. Now, again, couldn't find anything on him, but in my research, Mike Majette and Nick Stoner, I thought were some deep pulls.
Nick Stoner, 4.45.
Not bad.
In high school, 4.45. So not bad. Yeah, I had Tevin Coleman as well, 4.39 40-yard dash. I think he ran that at the IU Pro Day. Obviously, 2015 first team. I think it was 2015 first team All-American. That was the first team All-American that featured him and Melvin Gordon on the same team, both from the Big Ten. So yeah,
Both.
that's my dude. I
Ooh,
left
Evan
him
didn't
alone.
play this year. Melvin Gordon played this year for the Cardinals a little bit.
Yeah, Tevin battled with some hamstring issues, and then his sickle cell was not great for a
And
couple of the places that he
once you
played.
have chronic like soft tissue, you're done.
Yeah,
You're done.
I know. I remember when he played a couple games in Denver, not for Denver, but other teams, and like he couldn't play. He couldn't play up there just because of the sickle cell stuff. So, okay, moving on. Bench press, which is of 225 pounds. This is pure strength. Seth.
One guy came to mind, and that was Darius Latham.
He was my number one.
That's all I got. I mean, he had the issues, whatever, but I just remember the arms were gigantic, and he looked like he could, work the glory on the bench press.
When I think bench press, I think big dudes, but I think big dudes, interior offensive lineman, big dudes, shorter arms, super strength. I'm going guard Simon Stepniak with 37 reps in 2020, the second best overall number in the combine. 6th round pick by the Packers. Not sure he's still hanging out. But Simon Stepniak for me. Brandon?
So I did something similar. I have 2 interior defensive line guys and 2 interior offensive line guys. Okay. The one that I will give it to is Ralph Green. Do you remember Ralph?
Yeah.
Green?
RG3.
Just absolute unit. The other defensive lineman guy, Seth will know him well because it's a family of Purdue. Short little T-Rex arms, but an absolute monster.
Adam Raplogle? Yeah.
Absolute monster. And then I had Dan Feeney and Wes Martin.
Oh, Dan. Those are both good ones.
I had like 8 guys on this one. I loved. I did the same thing you did. I was like, all right, heavy dudes that played in the NFL. You got to be strong in the NFL, right? Like if you can't do this drill, you don't have a chance. But yeah, that Adam Raplogle and Ralph Green though were my deep pulls.
I remember one of our wide receivers had the most for the wide receiver group by a bunch a few years ago. I think it was Cody Latimer. Might have been somebody between him and Cobbs, but I think it was Latimer. He had a good bench press. All right, next 2, we can rattle these off together if you want. The only reason I say that is because I have the same player for both of them.
Ooh, I don't. Mine differ. I don't have
flawed logic.
No.
I think this is
I'll
two
tell you
totally
why.
Different things.
It's not. It is totally.
Hold on.
First one, vertical jump, which is an explosion trait.
That's a calf.
They're both explosion traits, and they're both the same player for me. So listen, I went with 2011 wide receiver Terrence Turner, who was 6th overall in the 2011 combine with 41 inches. 41-inch vertical jump for Terrence Turner. I went Terrence Turner. If you guys don't remember him, he was kind of the second wide receiver with like Tandon Doss on that team. He kind of went under the radar. Ended up not getting drafted. I think played a few preseason teams that never really made a regular season roster. But I just gave away my next one too. Terrence Turner on that one too for the next one. Seth?
So, all right, Seth, you go ahead.
You have 1,000 players, so
yeah,
chances are.
So here we go. So vertical jump, it's a calf muscle explosion. The long jump is more of a thigh, quads, kind of those big, heavy running back muscles. So this is how I broke it up. I went current with the vertical jump. Give me a long, lankier guy. Give me Donovan McCulley. I've seen him play basketball. I've seen him go up. I know how he can jump and elevate. Great guy for a high jump, vertical jump type guy. But I'm thinking broad jump, long jump. Give me a running back. Give me a squatty guy with some big thunder thighs. And I was looking up some highlight films earlier of Anthony Thompson. This OG.
You went way back.
Yeah. That's what I went. I thought, he had that old school explosive, upper leg kind of muscle run.
Yeah. So I went with just guys that I didn't look up actual vertical heights. I just thought of who do I remember going up in the end zone, going up for 50-50 balls, and I couldn't find any guy that was more fun than James Hardy.
James Hardy. Yes.
Also a basketball player. Also
choice.
a basketball player. James Hardy was my number one, but of course I got Cam Camper on there. He high pointed a ball like none other. Really like how Cam Camper high pointed a ball. Same with Cody Latimer. I had Tandon Doss here. So those that was my list of guys for that one. So I did a little research rather than just off memory for broad jump. I looked up the guys who have had the 12 best broad jumps in the combine, and there wasn't an event that differed. You had DBs, you had linebackers, you had edge rushers, you had running backs. So I thought of who was the most athletic freak that I can remember that is just going to step on 2 feet and just launch themselves. And I came with Desan McCullough. Desan McCullough is the freakiest of freaks that have been at IU. I think he would just dominate the broad jump. Here's other 2 guys that were muscle, but still lean enough that I think could carry. Marcelino Ball and T. Gray Scales.
Yep.
2 guys that were very strong, but also had the ability to lift their legs, because it's almost like a hurdle move you have to do to like get yourself out in front. So I was like, that's kind of how I based my broad jump. Also, all 3 of them are just absolute beasts. Some had more success on the field than others. But Desan McCullough, T. Gray Scales, and Marcelino Ball were my 3 guys for the broad jump.
There you go. Jamar Johnson did a pretty good broad jump.
Yeah,
the NFL
it's a
combine
great
as well.
one. Yeah,
That's my boy, dude. Marcelino Ball. Let me see if he had anything in here. Marcelino did a broad jump, I think, at the pro day, 121. So just, right around the same thing as Jamar Johnson. So, and just my pick was 128. So a little bit bigger. Next is a 20-yard shuttle, which is speed, agility, burst. I'll go first. This is a controversial pick among Colts fans, but probably one of my favorite players of all time to wear the cream and crimson, cornerback Tracy Porter, who ran a 4.07 second 20-yard shuttle 2008, which ranked 3rd in the NFL Combine. 2nd-round pick by New Orleans. And then obviously the heart ripper of a Super Bowl interception for a touchdown in 2010. Seth, who do you have?
I went with a more recent player, and this is a specific time and place of a player, and I went with DJ Matthews. I really liked how he got in and out of cuts, really much like that whip route. I used to call it an old-fashioned bar route. I thought that was his bread and butter, so that's that kind of cone drill. I think he is just a wonder in that space.
That's a great pick. I'm actually mad I did not get DJ Matthews. Great pull. I can't wait to see Bragg roll his eyes on. If he rolled his eyes on Desan McCullough, he's really going to roll his eyes on this one. I think this is hands down who would be the best 20-yard shuttle. It's Jalen Lucas.
Jalen Lucas. Yep.
It's Jalen Lucas. He would absolutely dominate this. I also had Whopper, I think. I didn't take time to look to see, because he definitely went through the pro day or maybe even the combine, because he was on the Vikings for I think 2 training camps. But yeah, so I had Jalen Lucas, of course Jay Shun, of course Shane Wynn, and Whopper were the 4 guys I would trot out there. But I think it's Jalen Lucas. DJ Matthews may give him a run.
I don't see. They've got his results here, but they don't have anything listed for the 20-yard shuttle for failure. But that's a good one. Jay Shun would have been a good one. Is that what you said too?
Yep.
Trying to think who else. just little dudes that were just scatty around.
Mhm.
Probably it, really. I mean, unless we had like a running back, Stephen Carr for some reason seems like he'd be pretty good at that.
What about Reese Taylor at all?
Reese Taylor would be good. Yeah, kind of fizzled out after he left IU, but yeah, pretty good shot there. 3 cone drill, 3 drone kill. That's what I was trying to say. Speed, agility, change of direction, same thing pretty much. I'm gonna go with the results and another what would be an eventual New Orleans Saint at some point. I'm gonna go with wide receiver Courtney Roby, throwback here. The 2005 combine, he ran at 6.6 seconds, second overall. Third round draft pick by the Titans, and then he eventually won the Super Bowl with the Saints. Seth, who do you got?
I repeated. I had DJ Matthews. I had no creativity here. I was tapped.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of the same here. I mean, it's not like broad jump vertical, but 20-yard shuttle and 3 cone drill are similar. But I'm going Jay Shun before the injuries. I mean, the way he moved hurt me, right, and clearly hurt himself. In turn, the way he moved just seemed unnatural. The way that he could change direction so quickly and on a dime, it was almost unworldly at times. So for me, this was it was the only one I didn't do like other options, because I was like, this guy changes direction unlike anything I've seen in an IU uniform.
Yeah, that dude. Just imagine he stays healthy, or at least misses one of the ACLs or whatever it is. I mean, he would have had a heck of a career. I mean, did as he could. So, next one's these will be fun. These will be fun, and I think we'll probably have fairly similar answers among here too. The first one, Seth is going to call the distance throw. I did some research on this. I'm a huge fan of this quarterback. I think a guy that was probably might go down as maybe the most underrated IU quarterback of all time, but I think leads the majority of the stats, and that's Nate Sudfeld. Leads the quarterbacks in yards per attempt all time. He leads them in yards per completion all time. Leads them in yards. I mean, the dude was incredible. Created a bunch of NFL wide receivers out of his 4 years, and he's also still slinging it around the NFL as a backup. So I'm going to go Nate Sudfeld on that one. A couple good choices here, though. What do you got, Seth? You've been sitting here flashing your purple shirt in the background.
I was going to say this is the reason I wore the UW shirt tonight. It's Michael Penix. I mean, he has like that Jamarcus Russell, like on his knees, 80-yard flick of the left wrist kind of arm talent. I don't quite have him for the next category, but certainly in the pantheon of IU quarterbacks, dude can slang.
Yeah.
Yep. So Michael Penix was my number one, but I had 2 others that I just wanted to. Neither one of these 2 will be in the next category. But you never had to worry about chucking it deep with these 2. Ben Chappell, he had a cannon, and then Dickie Legault.
Yep, that was another name I thought of.
Yeah.
So both of those guys, no problem with we're just going to punt interception this thing. If you needed a punt interception, those 2 guys were your guys. They could chuck it 60 yards pretty easily in the pocket. I wouldn't say pretty easily, but they could.
Yeah. I feel like we might have a group social on this next one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you just think about Mr. Dependable whenever you think about the most accurate thrower in IU football. And it's everybody's favorite, I think. Everybody's favorite, most lovable quarterback, Peyton Ramsey. First among IU quarterbacks all time in career passing percentage at 67%. You need a pass, he's got you. Peyton Ramsey, my choice. What do you got, Seth? Same thing?
No, I screwed this one up completely.
Oh, no.
I went with Trent Green.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was completely clouded by his NFL career.
Trent Green college stats. Let me look this up real quick. Now, remember, Peyton Ramsey was 67% Trent Green, 55.9 in his
But what a pro.
career at IU.
So
Yeah.
I have Nate
Yeah.
Sudfeld.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You thought we were going to go all 3 for 3. We all had different ones. I mean, Nate had a combination of accuracy, and he could throw it
He's
a
so
high a
good.
little bit, but his accuracy on the deep ball is what got him drafted, and his accuracy on the deep ball is what's keeping him in the league.
60%
so I guess
passer, Nate Sudfeld.
so he struggled with the short and intermediate routes, but man, his deep ball was beautiful. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you're just looking like all around accuracy, I'd probably give it to Peyton Ramsey. But man, I think Sudfeld threw the prettiest deep ball of any IU quarterback I could remember.
Yeah, definitely. Here goes one. You guys are gonna have to stretch your brains a little bit. The Wonderlic test. I had another test on there. I cannot remember what it's called right now, but it's basically that one where they have to test out your ligaments in your knee. And I just thought that would be like a terrible thing for us to talk about because we've had such awful injuries. Let's go Wonderlic test. I'll go first. I'll tell you guys how to do it. I'm going to go with our boy Wes Martin, 4-time all academic, all Big Ten. That means every year he was in school, all academic Big Ten. Seth, who do you got?
I'll take 4.
They don't release scores, or they do release scores. Let me see if he did one.
Well, they leak them. I went with your boy, Peyton Ramsey. He transferred to Northwestern.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, I had Peyton Ramsey on this one. Then just I picked all special. I had Peyton Ramsey, and then I had LOL special teams players: Chucky Campbell, Sean Racker, and Hayden Whitehead.
That's awesome.
They got nothing to do but like study during practice. Like, how many times can you snap the ball? Like, just pick up a book and just start. I don't know.
You know, we love Hayden Whitehead, but Hayden does not seem like a Wonderlic kind of guy.
Big special teamers.
Dan Feeney, by the way, scores a 29. I think the max was 50, maybe. So Dan Feeney towards the top. He's the biggest one I've seen for IU people on this list here. Zach Martin from Notre Dame scored a 27. Trying to see if there's anybody else that stands out. I don't see anybody else.
This was the category I did the least research in.
Yeah.
Not fun. Just smart guys.
Luke Kuechly.
Early Brandos Randos. Early Brandos Randos.
Well, it's time for Brandos Randos.
No. This doesn't count. This is just for the Wonderlic test.
All right.
Name the IU coach with the highest and lowest Wonderlic score.
Oh, there's IU coach with the highest and lowest?
Yes.
Oh, we're guessing. You don't actually have like the answers.
I don't actually know this. I think it's very easy.
I think Kevin Wilson has the lowest.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I was thinking DiNardo, but you're right. Yep.
DiNardo might be
definitely second worst.
Choice. That's a good choice. I think maybe Bill Lynch.
That's where I was
Bill
going,
Lynch might have the top one. You know, he ends up being a Butler coach. Didn't he go to Butler, I think Bill Lynch went to Butler.
I have no idea.
It's a good institution.
I just really wanted to make fun of Kevin Wilson. I don't really care who's the smartest. I just love that word universally think Kevin Wilson's a big dum-dum.
Yeah, he coaches. Bill Lynch retired at DePaul, but he went to Butler, played quarterback at Butler. So there you go. Cool. Moving on. We're not going to do a promotion on this one.
No promo. Right into Brandos Randos then.
Right into Brandos Randos.
Cool. So
on
the topic of Combine, do you guys go? Why? Why don't you go?
The Combine has never like piqued my interest. I mean, maybe if IU has like an elite talent that's there, like when Tevin went or something like that, but I don't think I'll ever go. I know a couple people that have gone, and they just said it's just super boring. But it's cool to see a lot of the people that obviously all the coaches are downtown. You've got all the media people are downtown. You got all that stuff. So if you go out after or whatever, you'll bump into somebody.
Seth?
Yeah, I'm torn about it all. Like, it's all cool and concept and everything. But I don't go. I don't want to deal with people and traffic and parking and all that
Jesus.
That's insane. When I can just get the spreadsheet. I mean, that's all I want. I just want the results, baby. I don't care about how the sausage gets made. I don't care how the baby gets birthed. I just want to see it. I just want to eat it. I just want to know what's going on, get the results, and move on. So yeah,
You eat babies?
What?
You eat
the
babies?
sausage, see the baby, get the data,
And you want to eat it.
All right. I'm gonna say I can't believe you two. I go every year. I'm excited to bring my son to his first ever combine. I always go on quarterback, wide receiver, and running back days. It almost never falls on a Saturday. Falling on a Saturday this year. I'm excited to see like JJ McCarthy. Can the dude actually throw? Is he an actual athlete? Like, this is an insane wide receiver class. Super excited to see what wide receivers. The hand drill against the sideline is one of the coolest drills they run. I fell in love with Tajay Spears last year because of the combine, right? I was so mad when Sasha, my wife, picked Tajay Spears a few rounds ahead of me. Because I fall in love with these draft darlings, and it all starts at the combine. They do great stuff. There's kid zones. There's so much fun stuff to do. We're lucky to have the combine. You guys take it for granted, and I dislike you guys a little bit more because of that.
No.
Combine is fun.
I've
People
been
go to
here-
the combine.
It's been here forever, and I've never wanted to go. Like,
You're missing out. It's
just
a good
the
time.
thing. I
we
think
need to
that they,
pretend like it's awesome though, so they don't take it away. Come on.
I think they are taking it away at some point. I think that it's not because I don't go,
Because
but
of
I
you.
think that they are moving it
because of you.
around somewhere. What's next?
Okay. I am going to the IMAX tomorrow for Dune 2. I do watch other things other than sports. Going to go see Dune 2 at an IMAX. When's the last time you guys have went to an IMAX?
This is going to shock Seth. I think the last time I went to
Top Gun Maverick?
no. I think
That was
I don't
awesome,
go to
too.
very many. I don't go to very many movies, really.
Love the movies.
Was the last one I went to that was downtown Indy? I think is that the last IMAX hanging around? Is that the one you're going
No,
to?
there's one in Castleton and Traders Point. We're going to the one in Castleton.
So I went to the one downtown Indy at the art museum. Is that where it's at? I think. And I saw one of the whatever Star Wars came out in like 2013 with a big group of friends, and it was intense. It was either that one or the one before that would have been Justin Bieber Never Say Never 3D with whatever girl I was dating at that time.
Man, Top Gun and IMAX was an unreal experience.
Still haven't even seen Top Gun. The new one, the old one I've seen, the new one.
The last
Taylor
one
doesn't do anything for me.
The last one I saw would have been in Chicago along the lakefront.
Was it
And it
Chicago
would-
or was it Valparaiso?
And it was, oh, you son of, and it was Grand Canyon, A Journey of Wonder or something like that. It was at like the History Museum, or was sponsored by the History Museum, about how the Colorado River was being depleted by as a resource. It was like 2007. So yeah, that was my last IMAX experience.
That's a long time.
I should
So you
probably-
guys don't go to the combine. You don't go to IMAX. You guys should have don't like to have good times. Obviously.
It's so not true.
Obviously.
Not
All right.
true.
I had a blast in Columbus last weekend. Not only is it a college town, it's like Indy. You could walk to everything. I didn't get a single Uber. They have a Fanatic sports book that's incredible. They have a sports
just
bar called
opened.
They have a sports bar called Parlays, which is incredible. The stadiums, the soccer stadium's incredible. It's the first soccer stadium I've ever went to. It was a banner and ring ceremony, which was really cool. Columbus, it's not on the echelon of Austin or Key West or New Orleans or Nashville. It's not on that echelon, but it was a fun city. So my question to you guys: What was the last city you've went to that you were like, wow, this is a really good time? I'd go back here again.
Asheville and Scottsdale. And we're going back to Scottsdale.
Well, Scottsdale's not surprising. Like Scottsdale, Asheville is surprising. I heard Asheville's like weird.
Asheville's incredible. No,
I heard Asheville's like Portland, like just weird place.
No, well, you literally cannot walk down any street there isn't really a downtown Asheville, I don't think. Maybe I was just too drunk to like notice, but you can't walk anywhere. So think about this. Asheville, one city. So when you think about like Sun King, there's only one Sun King in Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
In Asheville, there could be, I don't even let's Green Man, I think is one of them out there. So Green Man, there's like 3 Green Man locations within what, Seth? 5 miles of each other, because there's breweries everywhere. You can literally spit and you're going to hit a brewery. It's nuts, dude. But it was a great time. I had a great time.
I have no interest in going to Asheville. Maybe I'll wind up there one day.
And you're like in the mountains. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Seth?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say Asheville or Scottsdale. So I guess I'll take the Scottsdale. I mean, it's only good during the winter, though. If you go anytime outside of November through February, it is just an absolute scorcher. But with the Waste Management Open, they have just so much stuff to do. They have gambling. They have adult entertainment facilities. It's just
they have houses with putting greens and pool hot tubs in the backyards. Like, it's insane. Like, just the fact, like, that's what we're going back in November.
We're not going to leave the house again, are we?
We're not. No, probably not. Some of us are going to golf, me included. We're going to golf a lot, and we're going to go back, and we're just going to party in the backyard, and then we'll probably go to the casino in Glendale at some point. And that's probably about it. I don't know about the other place you were talking about. No idea.
Bars.
That is all I got on my randos.
Okay, let's see if Seth has anything other than like some sort of soapbox stand. What do you got, Seth, in your sack?
I don't. I just had some clarifications. The NCAA 25, all teams are in. They offered, what is it, $600 for every
$600 and a free game.
And a free game
downloaded onto whatever console that they have.
And the one catch is, if you opt out, apparently EA Sports has some kind of functionality built in. No, that's a myth.
No, if you opt out, you're not in the game.
Yeah, and you can't create them either as a creative player. So like they have some kind of lock on there so that you can't, like, if
well, if you try to make like an inappropriate named player, they're not like
well, my name.
I'm not going to let you do it.
They do let Barry
McCockiner.
Yeah, they do. They do allow that.
If you do it on, so like FIFA, for example. So when you have like this team that you can play with all your friends or whatever online, you can't create you can't do Barry McCockiner. You can't do they will not let you do any of that stuff. They'll just do the same thing. They'll just say like, oh, Emeka Ibuka, you don't want to sign up, then you're not in it. You know what I mean? I was just thinking of somebody. I was going to say Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's not going to need it. So he'll be in the other one. But I have heard that it's completely different. I don't know if we talked about this. Completely different gameplay from Madden. Not even close to the same platform. You're going to have the ability to, I heard all of this today, and Seth, you can stop me if you want to, create players as well as edit uniforms and edit stadiums, because EA does not own or is not held back by any sort of rights on those like they are in Madden. You can try to think. They're going to do Ultimate Team, which is stupid. I've never played Ultimate Team in anything. Trying to think like what else that there is.
So you can customize.
They'll bring in FBS and HBC as that after they get through the first set.
So there's 85 players per roster. There's apparently easier customization for plays and playbooks, so you can even do a little bit of sandbox play design. There's they may not roll that out right away. That's been one of the things that's been a little bit here or there. But yeah, every school will have apparently a customized playbook, and there will also be the same generic playbooks they've had before as well that you can then go in and customize. So there will be some cool options from that perspective. So definitely a lot to look forward into July. So we're 5 months out.
Ask when it comes out. Yeah, July.
Yep.
Man, that's gonna be a lot of my time spent on that. That's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Pumped for that. Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
Short one today, boys. Just about to hit 40 minutes. Be sure to check out the pod on Twitter and Instagram at Happy Hour IUFB. Make sure to follow our partner at Big Banter Sports for all the latest updates involving our podcast, as well as the other 17 top-notch pods that cover the other teams in the conference. That's right. You heard that right. There are 17 other teams in the conference. Be sure to, and we are still in the Big Ten, be sure to download, follow, rate, and review on all the platforms. Remember, that's very important right now. Rate and review, 5 stars. Tell us whatever you really think about us, but just give us 5 stars. Screenshot it. Send it to the Twitter or the Instagram and the DMs, or tweet it. We'll retweet it out. We'll pick 3 winners over the next week, and we'll ship out some cool stuff. So that's it. You know what? If we get enough of them, we might ship out some of Seth's famous picture from Scottsdale.
Yes, let the people see.
So
It's art.
I would say
Tasteful.
do you still have the air freshener?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of mine because I think I had a coworker came into my car and was like, "What is this?" And I was like,
It's art. I
"Yeah, I
don't.
can't have this in here anymore." Okay, all right, that's it. Until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers it up.
All the fun at the combine, losers.
I bet you will. Sitting around watching a whole bunch of nothing. Bye.